I'm Tom Leahy, managing partner of Optimum Ed, and I thought I would share with you sort of an inside look at our very powerful career and academic assessment that we use here at Optimum Ed to help our students make better decisions about the direction they're going in life and how that impacts their decisions on their academic plans with college and the major they may want to pursue. And why is that so important? Why do we spend so much time talking about what we should be when we grow up rather than what we want to be? And the reason is pretty simple. It's because higher education today is pretty inefficient for most families. You have escalating college costs versus median household income that's remained pretty flat. We aren't graduating in 4 years. We're incurring excess student loans and aren't able to service them because we're getting degrees in fields that we can't get jobs in. And we're really just not realizing the return on our investment, both financially and in the time and energy that students are spending getting degrees. And a lot of times our answer to the issues that we have and the bad decisions is to go back and get additional education, which just exasperates the problem, increases cost, and adds more debt. So here at Optimum Ed, we start with an assessment, and so we can understand the student, what direction they should be what's direction they should be going in life, what's appropriate, and how that equates to the proper educational path. So let's take a look at how that works. The assessment that we use, Pathway Planner, really looks at three areas. Thinking style, which really talks about the student's ability to learn and how they process information. We also look at interests, that top 3 interests out of 6 categories, and then personality traits. And those 3 areas come together to create a profile, and that profile then provides a list of jobs that people with a similar profile are being successful and happy, engaged in pursuing. So the assessment itself takes about an hour online to take, and then we spend about another 2 hours going through it with the student and the family. You'll receive this summary graph, which gives you the overall numeric results of the assessment. And you can see here the 3 areas that we've been talking about: thinking style, personality traits, and interests. But more importantly is the actual report itself, the narrative explanation of the report of the results, because it's, what do numbers really tell you without really having an explanation. So it really gives you some good explanation as to why you scored what you did and what does that mean to you in terms of your profile. So here is your thinking style results. For example, you're proficient in the use of words and language to express yourself. Mathematically, you are probably able to grasp common mathematical principles that apply to the job. In this hypothetical assessment, this individual obviously has no problems verbally or mathematically. Then we look at let's take a look at the behavioral traits that we look at. So, energy level, to give you an example, it measures a tendency to work at a fast pace. So we like to say, if you're on the high end of the spectrum, you thrive on chaos. If you're on the lower end, you're more methodical, more thoughtful in how you pursue your work. Assertiveness, this is a measure of leadership, sociability. Do you need people around all the time, or you'd rather be in the lab talking to the rats? Manageability, do you follow external procedure and authority well, or are you more of a rebel? Attitude, this is the glass half full, half empty measure. Decisiveness, can you make decisions quickly, or do you need more and more information? accommodating. You want to make everybody happy, or you don't care. My way or the highway. Independence. When you're doing a job, are you independent? Give it to me, let me do it, and come back later and I'll show you what I've done, or do you need step-by-step instructions and constant supervision? And how you make decisions, objective judgment. Are you fact-based or intuitive? So that was thinking style and behavioral traits, and here are the interests, that the 6 different interest categories, and the assessment delivers your top 3. So in this hypothetical situation, the top interest was enterprising, which tells us that they're entrepreneurial in spirit and want to pursue business and leadership. Second, they were motivated by their interaction with others, and they want to have a positive impact on their community. And then creative, and that rounds out their 3 interests. So we've looked at the 3 circles now that make up the profile, and the assessment then provides a battery of jobs based upon the clusters the 16 clusters that are out there. Let's take a look. Here's the 16 job clusters that most government agencies, most school systems use, and so you're asked to pick 3 of these to find the jobs within them that meet your profile. Let's take a look at what that looks like in terms of this hypothetical situation. Here, one of the clusters that this person chose was business management administration. You can see the jobs there that came up under that cluster. Law, public safety, and corrections was another that they picked, and then transportation, distribution, and logistics. So real quickly, I just want to show you that what the real power of this assessment is not only does it provide you a list of jobs that are appropriate for your thinking style, behaviors, and interests, it also allows you to do research on those jobs. It takes you out to this huge database called the ONET, which has all sorts of information about those jobs. As you can see here, this is general and operations managers is the umbrella career field. The types of the different titles you may hold in pursuing that kind of work. Gives you a summary of the tasks that you have to perform on a daily basis. It even gives you the details of those jobs or those tasks, so that you know how important it is to the job that you're doing. We go on down, it shows you technology that you need to know, software programs that you need to be aware of and able to use to be competitive, and on and on. You can see the breadth of the information that's available here. And then on down, more importantly, educational considerations. It tells you of the people doing this work, how many have what level of education. And then what I really think is incredible and very important is the ability to go in and compare state information to the national information. Here we're looking at salaries for Arkansas versus the national numbers. Obviously, nationally, people in this work do better than those in Arkansas, but it gives you an idea of the levels of salary you can expect. And you can do that for any state. In some cases, you can do it at zip code level. And you can do the same thing with employment trends. So are these jobs growing or declining? So in Arkansas, you can see it's growing at 11% a year. Here's 7% between the period of time that's being measured. And really important, how many job openings are available each year based on attrition and new job creation. So the idea is that, if there's only 2 or 3 jobs opening every year, you may want to pursue something else that has more potential. So a lot of good information that you receive through this process, hugely powerful in terms of being able to make better decisions about the direction you're going in your pursuit of higher education and what career that's going to deliver to you at the end of that investment of time, energy, and obviously money. So that's it. Love to hear from you. Love to help you out. Give us a call. You can see our numbers there on the screen, and our website.